A popular social media app is shutting down forever. Do you know which one? Keep watching because, on the other hand, 4 brand new startup IPOs are about to hit the market. But hold on, why drone startup Dronacharya got penalized by the NSE? Keep watching because the edtech giant Byju's is back in the news and not for the good reasons. This time, they are not alone. Another edtech startup, Unacademy, is also facing challenges. But wait, there is more. Want the inside scoop on the enticing developments from the Indian startup world? If yes, let's get into the startup spotlight with me. Here, we will unravel the top startup news from the week. Byju's faces NCLT hearing amidst investor disputes. EdTech giant Byju's appeared before the National Company Law Tribunal on Wednesday. The company requested 48 hours to decide on an undertaking not to pledge, sell, or transfer assets amid a dispute between investors. Earlier this year, US-based lenders approached NCLT to start corporate insolvency proceedings against Byju's, citing a $1.2 billion loan default. The lenders petitioned to restrict Byju's from asset transactions. Byju's must inform NCLT of its decision by July 9. The tribunal has reserved insolvency pleas by Surfer Technologies and Oppo for judgment. Oppo claims Byju's owns Rs 13 crore for pre-installation, while Surfer Technology alleges a debt of Rs 2.3 crore. Karnataka Labour Minister demands Byju's to settle unpaid dues. Karnataka Labour Minister Santosh Lad met with representatives from Byju's parent company, Think and Learn Private Limited, addressing concerns over unpaid dues to former employees. The minister instructed Byju's officials to promptly settle 50% of the outstanding dues, assuring that the remaining 50% will be paid later. The funds are currently in escrow account with NCLT. Minister emphasized that the around 160 to 200 former employees are owed approximately Rs 4.5 crore. The Labour Department has received numerous complaints via email over this matter. Principal Secretary Mohammad Mohsin assured that all dues by Byju's would be settled within a month following an NCLT relief order. BSE fines Dronacharya for financial statement delay. Pune-based drone startup Dronacharya Aerial Innovations faced a fine from the BSE for delayed submissions of financial statements for financial year 24. The BSE imposed a fine of INR 5,900 on Dronacharya for late submissions of its standalone and consolidated financial results. The startup reported its financials on May 31st after delays from meetings on May 29th and 30th. SEBI approves IPO plans for 4 new startups. SEBI has given the green light to Brainbreeze Solutions, Unicommerce Solutions, Interarc Building Products, and Gala Precision for their IPOs. Brainbreeze Solutions, the parent company of FirstCry, received SEBI's observation letter on June 25th. The IPO will include fresh shares worth Rs 1,816 crore and an offer for sale of over 5.43 crore equity shares by existing shareholders. Unicommerce Solutions, owned by Snapdeal, plans an offer for sale of over 2.98 crore equity shares. The IPO is managed by IIFL Securities and CLSA India. Gala Precision Engineering's IPO will include a fresh issue of 25.58 lakh shares and an offer for sale of 6.16 lakh shares. Interarc Building Products IPO includes a fresh issue up to Rs 200 crore and an offer sale of up to 44.5 lakh shares. Unacademy lays off 250 employees in latest restructuring. EdTech startup Unacademy, backed by SoftBank, has laid off 250 employees in its latest effort to streamline operations and enhance business efficiency. The layoffs include approximately 100 employees from business development and marketing, with the rest from the sales. This marks Unacademy's third round of layoffs in 3 years. In March 2023, Unacademy reduced its workforce by 12%, around 308 employees. In April 2022, it laid off approximately 1,000 contractual and full-time employees. Unacademy stated that the restructuring aligns with its goals and vision for sustainable growth and profitability. CoinDCX acquires Dubai's BitOasis and expands to MENA region. Indian cryptocurrency exchange CoinDCX acquired Dubai's BitOasis for an undisclosed amount, marking its entry into the Middle East and North Africa region. It also adds $270 million to its assets under management. CoinDCX was an active investor in BitOasis since last year. The founder noted that company's impressive growth over the past 12 months is a key factor in the acquisition decision. Homegrown social media platform Koo shuts down. Koo, the Indian social media platform that aimed to rival Twitter, is shutting down. Founders cited failed partnerships, talks, and high technology cost as reason to fail. The company began significant layoffs in April 2023. At its peak, Koo had around 2.1 million daily active users and 10 million monthly users, including over 1,000 VIPs. Despite its success, financial challenges and a prolonged funding winter forced Koo to scale down. The founders highlighted unpredictable capital markets and high technology costs. Paytm introduces Paytm Health Sathi, an exclusive health and income protection plan for merchant partners. It will be accessible via the Paytm for Business app. The initiative aims to support merchant partners with affordable healthcare benefits, ensuring their well-being and business continuity. Services start at ₹35 per month, offering unlimited doctor teleconsultations and in-person OPD visits within a network. Paytm Health Sathi also provides income protection cover for business interruptions due to accidents, natural disasters, or strikes. The initiative aims to empower merchant partners by enhancing resilience and access to affordable healthcare coverage. That's all for this week's Startup Spotlight. If you have any questions about the startup world, feel free to let us know in the comments. We are always happy to dig deeper for you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. Stay tuned to TISE TV for your weekly dose of startup news. Until next time, stay enticed.